Welcome once again to From the Shelf's Marvel March segment. And this day we are talking two movies for you, which is Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Why are these two together, Cody?
Uh, be, because I don't think we have a lot to say about these.
And they were just next in line. So we'll go ahead and start with Doctor Strange. That one came out first. Let me tell you though, when I remember reading that, wasn't Joaquin Phoenix originally supposed to be Doctor Strange?
I feel like I did hear that at one point, but I can't remember if that was like official or not.
And we ended up getting Benedict Cumberbatch, and you know what? I'm grateful for that.
Benedict Cumberbatch, yep, that guy.
Yeah, he once I saw the images of him, yeah, he looks like Doctor Strange.
It's pretty close. That's true. He's got the long face and the beard works. Not bad.
No, so the basic setup for this movie is Doctor Strange or Stephen Strange. So, well, he is a neurosurgeon, so Doctor Strange is accurate. He has a superhero name before he's even a superhero. That's great.
It's true. He doesn't even get a superhero name.
He's just Doctor Strange. Is a very arrogant, cocky neurosurgeon. He gets into a car wreck, which on that car wreck, is that Rhodey they're talking about?
No, it can't be because that hasn't happened yet. This should be before that fight.
Is this before that fight? Okay.
It should be.
Because the way they mentioned it, it sounded like Rhodey's crash from Civil War.
I don't know. 'Cause, I mean, think about how much reconstructive surgery he goes through, how long he's doing that for, and then when the end of the movie takes place should be around 2017-ish. That this can't not be before Civil War. The beginning.
Well, remember, the MCU timeline is a little messy.
Yes, it is. Like, for instance, Guardians 2 takes place in 2014.
Yes, it does. But anywho.
Yeah, but the car crash
gets to a really bad car accident, loses the use of his hands.
It's so hard to feel bad for him there because, again, he's so arrogant. But at night, edge of a cliff, in the rain, driving in the wrong lane, how had this not happened yet? Well, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions, sir.
And then no one could have done better. I was like, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. And he fucking says it.
God, he's such a dick at the beginning.
I could have done better. Shut the fuck up, Steven. Oh my, I wanted to punch him in the face so bad when he said that.
Man, these Sherlock dudes are just so arrogant at the beginning of their movies.
They really are. But he doesn't have, how do I put this? He doesn't have the charisma and charm that Tony Stark did. He just comes off as such an asshole.
That is true.
Whereas Tony Stark at least was charming.
It's funny.
But am I wrong?
Yeah, no. You're not.
Anywho, and he's such a dickhead to that girl. Oh my god.
That girl? You mean Christine?
I think her name was, right? Christine?
Yes.
He's such an asshole to her. Which, you never saw Tony be a complete asshole to Pepper.
No, not like that.
It was, at least, you could remember in the first Iron Man where they're having an interaction, and it's like, get yourself something nice for me. Oh, I already did. Was it nice? Oh, it was very nice. Well, thank you, Mr. Stark. You're welcome. You could tell he's nice to her. He cares about her.
And there's an understanding that he's not that sentimental.
But still, the point is, you could tell by that interaction he actually does care about Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Whereas, God, the way he went off on Christine in this movie was just awful. Mean.
Yeah, it was bad. So he gives up literally everything trying to fix his hands.
Until he found out about, I can't remember the guy's name. You know who I'm talking about, though. I was like,
yeah.
How did you fix yourself? Go find Kamertage. Okay. So he does. And he runs into Baron Mordo after trying to punch a guy in the face while his hands are still not fully healed. That was smart.
Yep.
And so he runs into a person called the Ancient One and becomes a wizard.
Well, let's not skip over his major acid trip when he first meets her.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you, if you watch this movie high, fucking good luck. Because
that's the kind of thing that'll happen just being high. What happens when you're high and then you watch it happening?
Dude, your mind is gonna melt. Just like, woo!
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's some of the cool stuff in this movie, like the sequences like that, and just like the folding kaleidoscope buildings. There
Dude,
are some neat visuals in this.
no, I was gonna say that. Like when I was watching this movie, like it's still like, oh man, that shit just looks really cool. Like the mirror dimension.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Somebody watched Inception.
I want to point out that these movies are 10 years old this year.
Please don't.
Like this and Civil War are 10 years old this year.
Please don't.
We're old. Oh man. But you know, decides that he wanted to go there to heal his hands, but he decides, no, I'm gonna become a wizard.
I mean, to be fair, if he had just gone to heal his hands, he would have gone back and just been poor. I
Yes.
still don't think he would have been able to be a surgeon again.
No, no, you are correct. But then he finds the Eye of Agamotto and starts messing with it because he is excelling in his sorcerer abilities really fast. And they make a point to say that, I think.
Well, because he finds out how to keep studying while he's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That could you imagine still like getting some solid sleep and still being able to be productive?
Hey, listen, I'm not as good as Doctor Strange, I guess. But then you find out about Dormammu, who I did not think they were going to put Dormammu in the first Doctor Strange movie.
Honestly, you'd think he'd be a bigger deal after this, but this is kind of it.
My guess is Doctor Strange 3 is going to be Dormammu again.
Is Doctor Strange 3 happening? Is that on the slate?
Given the end of Doctor Strange 2, I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because Doctor Strange 2 made almost $1 billion, so I'm sure there's a 3 on the way.
Did it really?
Yeah. Doctor Strange 2 made almost $1 billion.
Wow.
Anyway, but so, Michael what's the actor's name?
Mads Mikkelsen.
I almost said Michael Madsen. No, that's a different person altogether.
Mikey Madsen, that's the girl who gets set on fire and Scream, isn't it?
Yes. Oh fuck. Caecilius?
Yep,
His name?
there you go. You're getting better. Yes.
He's there again. MCU villain.
He's got a problem with his eyes again. He's had a number of roles where his eyes just have issues.
Yes.
Why does that keep happening?
Maybe he just has stupid eyes, bro. I don't know. But you find out there's Sanctor Santorums all over the world, and they are falling to Caecilius and his henchmen until Doctor Strange is like, "I'm gonna get a cape."
The
and
most
fly.
useful clothing item ever.
It's just like the carpet from Aladdin.
Actually, yeah, that's a good comparison.
But when he killed that guy, he freaked out. That was Or when he goes to the hospital with Christine and he's like, "Hi, I'm astral projecting."
Oh my god, dude! The thing when he has she sees him as basically a ghost, and then thinks his story is crazy after that.
You literally saw him as a ghost. Maybe nothing's off the table at this point.
Exactly. Like like everything he said after that is crazy. After what you just saw, I'm sorry, no, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. And also, you live in a world where the Avengers has happened. Shut up. Is anything crazy anymore?
Exactly. I don't know. It's weird that she thought that was as weird as it was.
I guess Cloud thought that too.
Well, he has big thoughts. He's a big
Yes,
dog.
he does. Though, it's weird, though, because we've had crazy technology, we've had gods, we've had aliens. This is the first time we've straight delved into magic.
Yeah, but even this, they're still kind of presenting it as a form of science. They're still giving it a scientific basis at this point.
But it's magic.
Yeah, later it just becomes straight up magic. But at this point,
it is straight up. He's a sorcerer!
I'm saying at this point, they were still trying to make it seem like some kind of science.
Yeah. There's when they start using spells and shit, it's like no, we're just magic, which is fine because he's a sorcerer. But the problem with this movie too is not a whole lot really happens. Oh, the ancient one, who we have neglected to mention entirely, she's there.
She is there, and she's a little dishonest, but she means well.
And then she fucking dies.
Unfortunately.
I'll be real, I didn't see that coming when I saw this. That threw me off. I also didn't see Baron Mordo being a good guy at all, but here we are.
Yeah, well, They set up something with him that they just never follow up on.
Yeah, because the second one decides to do something completely different. We'll get back to that another day.
That backwards fight at the end, though, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, dude, when he used the time stone. Oh, yeah, the time stones in this movie. That was actually really cool. But my favorite part of that is when he goes to Dormammu and traps him in a fucking time loop.
Yeah. How long do you think he was actually stuck in that loop?
A few minutes.
I don't think so.
How long do you think he was in the time loop for?
You're talking about this ancient, all-powerful being. I don't think he had his mind changed in just a few minutes.
He doesn't. The thing is, he doesn't understand time at all because time doesn't exist in his world.
No, we get no sense of how long it actually was, but I have a feeling it was a hell of a lot longer than just a few times.
But here's a thing too, like Doctor Strange goes there to bargain with him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I could kill you over and over." He's like, "Yeah, all right." So how about instead of just giving up, why don't you start torturing Doctor Strange? Like rip his spine out through his throat, yank his balls down through his mouth, like torture him. Don't just vaporize him. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I can keep torturing you like this, so fuck your bargain." But nah, no, we can't have the movie work that way. Doctor Strange has to win.
Yes. Did you know that he also plays Dormammu?
I did know that, as a matter of fact.
Is there a reasoning behind that, or just cause?
Just cause. As far as I know, it's literally just cause. But eventually Dormammu was like, "Okay, just get me out of this time loop. This is annoying." And did Caecilius die?
He gets turned into something. I think it's something from the comics, but there's a name for it. I don't remember what it was.
So he probably just got absorbed into Dormammu.
I don't think he's technically dead, but he's not human anymore. Yay!
Yeah, pretty much. Post-credit scene or mid-credit scene is him helping Thor find Loki, which is like, oh yeah, Doctor Strange is there. Okay.
It's a cameo. It's so short.
Mm-hmm. And then you have supposed to be set up for Doctor Strange 2, I think. Where Mordo steals that guy from the beginning's magic.
Yeah, they just don't follow up on that. There's like a passing reference to it in the second one, but that's it.
That's it. I mean, look, just because we don't have a lot to say about Doctor Strange does not mean it's a bad movie. It's really not at all.
It's entertaining and it's visually impressive.
And Doctor Strange does have a good character arc in this movie because he stops being a conceited cock. Well, I don't think he expected to go from a neurosurgeon to a sorcerer, but who does?
who could possibly?
I wasn't on my wheelhouse for my life. Was going from a guy who works in a warehouse to a sorcerer either. But here we are.
Yep.
I'm not saying I am a sorcerer. I'm just saying.
God, I would not trust you as a sorcerer.
I would be the worst sorcerer, dude.
Dude, if you got superpowers, I think you'd be a villain.
I would just troll people, I think.
Or an antihero.
Yeah.
You'd be a Deadpool.
Yeah, so Guardians 2, everybody.
Yes, let's move on to that.
Okay. So, it's really called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but nobody calls it that.
It's because it's a whole extra 2 syllables. It's too much.
Do you know anybody who calls this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Yeah, I don't think I do either. That's true.
Like, I'll give this credit. It's one of the only MCU movies to have a numbered sequel, along with Iron Man 2.
Sort of.
It's a numbered sequel. Shut up.
They just had to musicify it a bit.
Yeah. This movie takes place 2 months after Guardians 1.
Yeah, it's pretty shortly after. So this is well before Doctor Strange and Civil War.
And Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah, that too. That's true.
It's before Age of Ultron, yeah. And okay. I gotta get this off my chest right now. We mentioned in the first review how Drax being so stoic and not understanding sarcasm was funny.
Yeah.
Why is he now just a moron?
God, no, it's not even just him. Like, everybody is just suddenly extremely stupid in this one.
Or they're dickheads. Like, Rocket is a asshole in this movie.
Yeah, it's very sudden. I don't know. I struggle with this movie because the first half is just so painfully cringy, but then it gets much better in the second half. Once the stupid joke, because it's just like the comedy in the first movie was good.
Well, the first one also a well-paced comedy.
And then there's that, but in this one, it's just like so forced. Like, okay, so the thing, like, I remember when I first saw the trailer for this movie, it was like you have the thing with Drax laughing. It's like, oh, that's funny. That seems really out of character. You know, like if you were to see Vegeta or Piccolo laughing, it's just super out of character and random and funny. But then he's just doing it the entire freaking movie.
The way he rips on Mantis for no reason. It's just like, oh my god, dude. Poor thing.
And that's like, Mantis is funny because it makes sense that she'd be as awkward as she is. She's never interacted with anyone.
Nope, just Ego, who is Star-Lord's dad. I'll get back to him in a second. But I think one of the biggest scenes of forced humor for me is, you know, when they have that mutiny on Yondu's ship. And Rocket is just laughing at the guy because his name is Taserface.
Freaking Taserface. I can't even tell you how many times I've specifically pointed to that joke because it's done like 2 or 3 times. It wasn't funny the first time.
I mean, Rocket being a dickhead to him, okay, fine. Because that's just who Rocket is. But they beat the Taserface thing down your throat. And it is annoying. And the guy is useless. Taserface is a useless character.
Yeah, he is.
Great. A lot of the cast in this movie, like the beginning of the movie, when they're fighting that interdimensional squid thing, why did Drax think to jump down its throat?
It's been done in other things. It's kind of poking fun at like the logic behind it. But I mean, I guess he could have gone after the organs, but he was going after the skin.
Uh-huh.
I will say though, the Baby Groot intro is fun.
I thought the first intro with Star-Lord was better.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the Baby Groot one's still fun.
Oh, okay. Also, that gold lady. Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I would. What?
Okay, I got it.
For research purposes.
For research purposes. Okay, Quill.
Anyway, so
no, but so yeah, that first half of the movie, it's rough. But I mean, there's still some solid action sequences.
Oh, speaking of forced jokes, the fucking wink thing with Rocket. Why?
Yeah, I was using my left eye.
Like you do that more than once, and
Rocket's a genius. He's an actual genius.
He's the literal smartest member of the Guardians. Are you just that much of an arrogant asshole? Then when him and fucking Star-Lord are having like a cockfight about who's a better pilot because you know that both their egos are too big. That shut the fuck up, the both of you.
I will say though, like Yondu's story throughout this movie is good.
Yes, actually.
Like if you're gonna, from beginning to end, if you're gonna follow a story, pay attention to his.
Oh, and then speaking of going back, when Rocket and Yondu are, you know, locked up, and they got Baby Groot to go grab things, and he brings back the eye. Leave the eye.
Yep.
Why? He's gonna wake up without his eye, and he won't know.
He's gonna wake up not knowing where his eye is.
Rocket has this thing for prosthetic body parts.
Yeah,
for some reason.
That's a running joke. But I will say, Groot showing up with a toe was interesting.
Groot not understanding anything in this movie. It was just
he's a baby. He's a few months old.
He's like 2 months old at most.
Oh, and then we got Stan Lee's cameo is referencing a scene that will not happen for another 2 years.
Yeah, because he's with the Watchers.
Yeah, which the running theory for his cameos was he is a Watcher, but this is close.
Yeah,
he's an informant.
Yes, he is. And okay. So the big the real plot of this movie, because we haven't really gotten into it, kind of bitching about stupid shit.
Yeah, okay.
They run into Peter Quill's father, who is Ego, played by Kurt Russell, who comes off as Mr. Wholesome Dad, but he's a psychopath.
I don't know if this is just me, but I don't find anything about his character or that story very interesting.
I'll say this. I think he's a better villain than Ronan.
Sure.
Not like that's hard to do, but
I still don't find him interesting, though.
No. I mean, Kurt Russell plays the part well. I'll give credit where credit's due.
He plays it well as written, yes.
But When you have an ensemble cast and your main plot only focuses really on one of them, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
And that's part of what bugs me about this movie is the main story of this movie is really Star-Lord's story. And the others are just kind of there, where you could argue the same thing about 3, where 3 is Rocket's story.
Yeah, but 3 does it a lot better.
3 does it a lot better because they're trying to save Rocket. It's all about saving Rocket, whereas it's just like Star-Lord has a dad.
Yeah. No. In this one though, yeah, I'm not really interested in Star-Lord's story. A lot of the stuff that is good in the second half of the movie is not that. It's like Yondu's story is good. You have like the moment when Mantis cries when she touches Drax, who is looking stoic. That's a solid moment. You have like this, just stuff like that.
Then the second half, you have the character development between Yondu and Rocket, which leads to Rocket becoming a better person.
That's all great. And like when they take down all the Ravagers, that's an awesome scene.
It's funny because I was watching this and I was like, wait a minute. They're just going to leave a bunch of dead bodies on the ship.
Nope.
And then they, take the little part of the ship away. So that was neat.
Yeah.
I will, we were talking earlier about watching Doctor Strange really high. I feel like when they went through hyperspace, the faces that Yondu and Rocket and Groot and Kraglin were making are the type of faces you would make watching Doctor Strange high.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably what your face would look like.
So back to Quill's story. Why would Ego tell him about his mom's tumor?
Because he's a fucking... His name's Ego. Like, I think that gives it away right there.
Thought it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it was such a big deal to Quill that it snaps him out of witnessing eternity.
And nope, you killed my mom, so fuck you.
Which, this is the exact same thing that happens with Tony.
Yeah, actually. Almost to a T.
Well, sorry. Tony said, I don't care, he killed my mom. And Quill said, you killed my mother! It's slightly different.
Who the hell do you think you are? Now, I'll give the movie credit. I didn't know Ego was the villain going into it.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I was aware of the character Ego, yes.
Ah, damn.
I thought they might, they do a spin here and there, but yeah, they didn't.
Well, in the comic, Ego is not Star-Lord's dad.
Yeah, no, that's specific to this. He's fully human.
So I just, given that they changed so much about Star-Lord, I didn't think Ego was the villain. I thought there was going to be another villain.
It's David Hasselhoff.
Yes. But no. Nope. Also, Thanos is not in this movie, in case you were curious, but...
That's true.
He's mentioned a couple of times, but...
There's a scene in this where Gamora and several other characters fall from extremely high up, and they land just fine. I have questions.
They've mastered the superhero landing, my friend. Something that Deadpool referenced in his own movie.
Sometime in the next 4 years, Gamora forgets how to land high falls.
Don't worry about that. You're a fucking asshole for that, okay? You are a monster for that.
She did it here. What happens later? I'm just saying. Okay. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Dude, his death upset me.
It should.
Like, damn. Oh, and also, technically, Groot killed, what's his name? Ego. Technically, Groot did it.
He did. Somehow pushed the right button.
That was ridiculous. Another bit of forced comedy. The tape thing.
Okay, the tape thing went on a little bit long, but I find the explaining the button thing to Groot and continuously getting it wrong, that's funny.
Yes, Scott tape would work. Then why'd you ask?
Why does Drax know what Scotch tape is?
Because
that's a brand.
And also, Sylvester Stallone's in this movie.
Yep.
Just thought I'd share that with you. He doesn't do anything.
I feel like they were setting something up with that other team that just didn't happen.
Are they in Guardians 3?
I don't remember them in it, but if they are...
I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, I've seen it twice, but I can't remember. If they're in it, they're not relevant.
No, they're not. Then they've been hinting at Gamora and Star-Lord having like an unspoken romance. And she just confirms that at the end of the movie. So they're together at the end of the movie.
Yep.
That's a thing.
It is.
Surely Star-Lord won't lose his girlfriend in the next movie they're in, right? They wouldn't do that to him, right?
Anyways.
Also, Nebula's in this movie.
Oh, yeah, right. We didn't talk about Nebula at all.
Nebula's here, cuz.
She doesn't know how to eat fruit that's ripe. I don't know. She does actually save Rocket, though.
Yes, she does.
Like, legitimately.
The control fin on Yondu's head is a lot bigger in this movie.
Which I guess means it's better?
I mean, the way he was murking everybody on the ship, I guess so. Except for the one guy who threw off the thing.
That was fair. He
had it coming. The way they were abusing Baby Groot was hard to watch.
At least they didn't kill him. He's too adorable to kill.
Yeah, Taserface is one redeeming quality.
Literally.
But so here's the thing about Guardians 2. It's fine.
It's fine.
Like, goddamn. Like, I couldn't muster the energy to care. And I love the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
I like the third one too. I don't know what it is about the second one that just does not work. I mean, definitely the first half, just bad jokes. That's it. But I also just don't care about the ego thing, and I feel like I should. I do
like Rocket's character development in this movie because he's finally coming out of his shell, which I do appreciate.
Yeah.
But ego, and the fact that you don't care about the ego thing, which is the main plot of the movie.
Uh-huh.
And also the gold people, they're here just to set up Adam Warlock.
I think that is the only reason.
Howard the Duck's in like one scene in this movie.
Yep.
And none of the post-credit scenes except the Adam Warlock one really matter.
No, and there's like 5 of them.
There's too many. None of them set up Infinity War, which you think they would.
Well, I mean, they set up that Groot's going to be a teenager in it.
Whoop-de-doo.
Which actually means that post-credit scene is about 4 years later.
Yep, and then, Groot says fuck in this movie.
All right, well, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whatever movie. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Aside from setting up that Star-Lord and Gamora are going to be a couple and that Groot's older, what does this have to really do with Infinity War?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Everything
else felt like it was building up to Infinity War. This, not so much.
I mean, you would have wondered about who's that bug girl? why is Nebula friendly now?
Yeah, fair. Because even in Infinity War, they mentioned stuff from the first movie, not the second movie. Like they mentioned the dance-off to save the universe. When do they ever bring up fucking ego again?
They don't, and you think that'd be a big deal because that actually was like a universe level threat.
Yeah, and it's a big deal. Oh yeah, I'm a Celestial. Big deal. But no.
Oh, right. And Quill inadvertently saves his grandpa.
Yes, he does.
Doesn't even know that happened.
He does not. But, he did his thing. But, yeah, that's really it for these two guys. I did like Doctor Strange quite a bit more than Guardians 2, though, of these two.
Yeah, I think I did too. It's more consistent.
Now, next time we're not doing it. It's another solo, but this one's kind of important. Not really so much for the MCU, but more in a meta sense how important it is.
Yeah. No, it was real world. It's just crazy that it happened, and it still is.
So next time we're talking about Spider-Man Homecoming. So I hope you look forward to that.
When studios learn how to share their toys.
Yeah, sort of, because Sony is still bad about it. But that's video for another day.
Yes, it is.
So thank you guys so much for listening today. We do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.